Well, here we are at the White Sands National Park, right outside of Alamogordo, New Mexico. And if you're not familiar with the White Sands, there's some over there you can see off in the distance. And it's all sand dunes out in the middle of the desert, you know, but it's white sand, that gypsum or whatever. Anyway, so it's some kind of weird anomaly or something like that that makes this place special. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and drive down there. Here's the visitor center and stuff. And since this is a National Park Service by the Department of the Interior, we get in for free because again, I'm a vet, and you get to use your vet ID, America the Beautiful pass that Trump got us. So that'll be good. But anyway, once we get inside, I'll tell you how much it actually does cost to go in if you don't have that. So let's get on down the road here at the White Sands National Park and show you what it looks like down the road.
A few moments later.
Well, just got through the gate. It was, for normal person, it's $15 a person or $25 for a car full. So yeah, that saved us 25 bucks. Anyway, this is just kind of the entrance to it, actually going into it. But this is pretty much what it kind of looks like. And then once we get further in, the sagebrush and stuff isn't growing through it, and it's just pure white sand. And when the wind blows and stuff, it's really crazy because then they got to plow the road, and it looks just like winter time. So we'll get a little bit further into the park, and we'll show you what it looks like in there. Look at where they had to use the snow plow.
Yep. Sand plow.
Sand plow. But all this is part of the White Sands missile range. And it's like 235 square miles, I believe. And so if you watched our Trinity video, look at this, look how it's been plowed. If you watched our Trinity video, we were up on the north side of the White Sands missile range. That's the north side. And we're kind of on the south side, not all the way to the south side of it. Because, well, basically we can just say we're in the middle of the White Sands missile range. And then there's the White Sands Missile Park, which is the same as the Trinity. It's an Army base. This whole thing is an Army base, but some of the stuff, you know, like this here, National Park's in the middle of it. And there's actually an interstate that crosses it. So they actually have road closures sometimes when they're doing missile shots, that they actually got to close this because the rockets actually fly from the snow plowing.
Snow plowing.
Yeah, and see how the road even looks like it's got leftover ice on it, just like wintertime. And then you get on it and you're driving on it. Look at this. You think it's slippery because it looks like it's ice, but it's freaking sand. It's crazy. But anyway, what I was saying was the very south side is like the main headquarters, if you will, of the White Sands Missile Test Range Facility. And so, well, yeah, so whenever they're testing missiles sometimes, they have to close down the interstate and everything while the missiles are flying. Because like I said, they got roughly 235 square miles to launch stuff. And then, of course, the public, you know, that was started out in World War II. And so then, of course, they just kept it in developing missiles. Check out these sand dunes right here. Look at that. Just pure white sand. Check that out. But yeah, you come here in the summertime when it's, you know, it'll be 110 degrees outside, and you walk on that sand and it's nice and cool because it just reflects the heat. It doesn't get hot. You can walk there barefooted. It's really nice. And then we find a place to pull over here. Of course, right now they're saying there's no parking because the roads are kind of narrow, I guess. Check this out. It's even got stutter bumps in it, just like wintertime driving from the snowplows, from the chains on their tires. It's so crazy. It makes you drive slow because you think you're going to spin out. But yeah, anyway, once we get a place to pull over, because we're going to go walk around on the sand. And like I said, this place is so big. A couple years ago, actually, we were talking on another video about the Germans were down here flying their Tornado planes and their families. Well, they had a German couple that came out here, and because it is so big and vast, and once you get down inside those dunes, you actually can kind of get lost because you're down in the bottom of these dunes. Anyway, they came out here and they freaking wound up, they died. They got it here and dehydrated, got lost. Because again, like I said, it's 235 square miles. So, let's see what we got over here. We got some action going on over here. Looks like they might have another hiking trail, or is this just maybe a dune?
I think it's just a dune.
Here, why don't you go ahead and take this and poke it out the window there. So is it just people walking on the dunes? Yeah, this ain't no nature trail.
No, it's just people walking on the dunes.
Oh, okay. And look at the berm. Look how the parking lot is plowed, just like a normal. Look at that right there.
I know.
How it's just plowed. It's just crazy.
And it just keeps going and going and going.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take that and I'll shoot some out here. All right. So we're going to head on further down the road, and we're definitely going to get out and go play in the sand.
We should have brought sleds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can actually go out here on this sand. Actually, at the entrance there where I showed you the, what is it, visitor center stuff, they actually rent sleds here. Little saucers. They're like $5 a day. And you come out here and you can actually sled down the sand. So we're gonna go, yeah, let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and pull in here, and we're gonna go walk on some sand. And Corey, which is kind of nice, they got little picnic areas, and there's bathrooms. So we'll just park right here, go up some sand, and check that out. So here we are, walking up the sand dune. And you see, you don't sink. It's not hot. Of course, it's not hot out today anyway, but pretty nice. Here's somebody wearing tennis shoes. Somebody next to them, no, that's them coming down. Oh, here we go. Here's, get a view here. I can't. Here we go. Get a view here. There's a road. Oh, there you go, car. There's another picnic area. We'll head over there.
It looks like here's a trail that one trail that starts there. You can see where the poles are marking the
they
trail
got
line.
Okay, I see that. Yeah. So there's trails that go through here too. And as Kim was just pointing out, maybe that happened after those people died. But now there's trails that go through here, and they got poles kind of like wintertime. You know, the orange poles. So you go from pole to pole. so you don't get lost. Because obviously when the wind blows, all the footprints go away, and especially if you're out here hiking and the wind's blowing, you can't follow your footprints back to where you just came from because they ain't there anymore. Anyway, it's pretty interesting. I'll just go ahead and do a whole, I'm going to zoom out all the way here, and I'm just going to do a full panoramic all the way around. Even when the cars are driving on it, I mean, it's just so much like winter time. It's so weird. Yeah. And here's the parking lot that we pulled up in. So it is a pretty cool rarity of this place for sure. All right, well, let's go see what, catch up with Twitch, or maybe we'll go down to that other side because their dunes are a lot taller over there. Look at those. Size 6.5 feet. Oh, check out the little critter. Almost looks like a wabbit. Yeah, so pretty cool out there. There's actually, if you look off at the distance, I can zoom in here. You look off at the distance, there's actually some people that, geez, that's a good couple miles away. Maybe they're on that trail, that's why. Normally people, like, you know, you just come out here and you just kind of, you're on the dune. But those guys actually are hiking, and if you, let me see if I can zoom in way down there. Oh, that's a good easy 2 miles away.
The hiking trail said it was 2.5 miles.
But you can see where people have, if I can hold it steady, it's zoomed in so far. You can see where people were going down the dune on sleds. You can see the marks in there. Here's something a little bit closer. Did you go, what's on the top of the dune, anything?
No,
Just more dune?
Just more dunes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I walked up to the top to see how much more I could see.
All right, well, let's continue on down the road and maybe go up some little bit taller dunes. Heading deeper into the Antarctic, looking for the penguins. It is brutally cold today. Luckily, the snow has stopped. The sun has come out and warmed up the ice. Another hiking trail. I believe this road goes in, it dead ends if I'm not mistaken, but from where you go through the gate, I believe it's like 5 miles, I believe. So you can drive in here at the, in the park on the white sands. You can, there's some people sledding. You can go in like 5 miles by car, and like I said, there's quite a few trails. Honestly, I don't know where they go. That van looks like it didn't make the corner because it slid off and got stuck in the snow berm. It's so weird. Another turnout area. It looks like probably another trailhead. Pretty much every one of these turnouts, they got a trailhead going somewhere. Don't know where, but they go somewhere.
Maybe someday we should try it.
Yeah. Looks like we got some sledders going sledding. Another Porta John.
Well, they do a good job at bringing out Porta Johns.
They do. What's this guy doing? Is that, oh, he's got a snowboard? Yeah, he's always trying to climb up the berm, and he's got a snowboard. That wasn't a snowboard. That was
it was a sunshade.
A sunscreen.
Yep, they're gonna
that
use
you put on your windshield. Yeah, he's gonna go up that and slide down on it. It looked like a snowboard from a distance.
Hey, That's actually using, you know.
Yeah, look at these snow.
innovation.
Look at these. You call them snow banks, snow berms. I mean sand banks. Look at this, just pure white sand. And what's nice is, I mean, because you know the wind blows so much and it just packs it so hard that when you, well, you saw the footprints, it just doesn't sink. More sledders and more sledders. A lot of sledders, more than I've ever seen.
Well, it is wintertime, so you know,
Yeah,
they're embracing
it makes it feel like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Visitor center exit. Yeah, because doesn't this make a loop or something? Or did we just come into a dead end? I'm not sure what we got going on, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, how's that?
We saw him the
Yeah.
last one.
There's some sledders. Yeah, I think this is just making a loop. It's even bumpy. I mean, this is just so much. Oh, there's some sledders up there on the hill. Uh-oh, yeah, we're in a dead end. We took a wrong turn. All right, once we get back on the main track, we'll get back with you. Boy, they just keep going and going and going. Well, I guess I ought to wrap it up here at the White Sands National Park outside of Alamogordo, New Mexico. Hope you liked this adventure, and we'll see you on the next one. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Yeah, that's all, folks.